Yes, give me the delete matrix card. Now, I will go back to hyperspeed. Because there is a startup item in here to fetch. So before I leave, I'll fetch it. You have to bear with me just speeding along the game. Again, you guys don't suffer because I muted the sound. Because as I said, I'm that generous that I mute the game and I speed up. So that I'm the only one that suffers from the horrendous sounds of the speed up, and not you guys. I think it's this one I want. Wait, no, whoops, not this one. It was the other one I wanted. Yeah, there we go. This is the one I want. See, does it work this time? Yeah, this time still snatch will work. Excellent. Alright, then this dead end here has a water chip. Sorry, I didn't get stole your water chip, Emojimon. My bad. Alright, there we go. Grandma leveled up, as expected. That's back to Imperial Jimon. Now it's just to keep going north, north, north until I leave. I mean, that corner was his. I don't understand why speeding up the game increases the volume. Because the game does get louder on my own end whenever I speed up the game. Sure, why? Okay, I no longer need to be on speed up. Hang on. There, you guys can have sound again. Now, the next hole to go to is, what? These, there you go. There's two holes that I can see here. There's Amaterasu North, the next one. So let's go back up Plug Cave. And then the next one is in Asuka server, and I do know of a hole that connects them. That connects Asuka's north and Amaterasu's north. So luckily that's not a problem to go from Amaterasu to Asuka with a card battle. And this hold I'm gonna go to is for a card called Misery Gate. It is so far knocked out Delete Matrix, Desired Axis, Saber Leomon, and Marine Angemon. So that's four, so this is the fifth one that I'm gonna do. So I say I'm about a third way through, so that's pretty good progress, I have to say. At this rate, I might also be able to knock off the other one, the anti-power, and then be done with 6 of these cards, which I'll be very happy. I mean, yes, it will mean that um, next stream will also have to do some card battles, but it's not going to be as bad. Because today was also needed to, you know, find all the armor Digimons to do the weapon crafting with. But now since that's done, all that I have left to do in the game is just to do these card battles. Yes, literally all I've left is need to do all these card battles, and then I'm free to do post. Then I'm free to beat the game. So this is the only bit of side content I've left to do now, is to get all these extra cards. And the reason, as I said, the reason I have to do all those extra cards now is because if I don't do them now, I'll be actively locked out of obtaining these cards. Since these cards are only accessible whilst you have, while you have a Materasu and a Suka server. Because once you enter the post-game area, you don't have the same access. So these I have to do before I beat the game. So just so you know, I'm not doing this to actively hurt the viewers. If one would just see it that way, I'm doing this so that I can finish it. Yes, I need to go to the hole and on Materasu Boot Mountain. Okay, I know which hole it is. I know which hole it is. There. The tip says Amaterasu North Boot Mountain by Oinkmon Gamer Yutaka. And if you talk to this Oinkmon is called Gamer Yutaka. And a quick way to describe where this hole is located is to say, hey, he's by that Oinkmon. So just a helpful tip for you guys as well. Like, if you feel like the instructions on the game out there isn't clear, or, the guides out there aren't clear with where each hole is located, then you can just do that. Create some sort of association word next to it so you know exactly, okay, which hole am I at? Because after all, these maps of the circuit board is there to make things easier for you, the player. You shouldn't have to abide by whatever GameFAQ says, because if their text is too complicated for you, just simplify it. Because that's what a lot of my guides are. They're just... the information exists out there, but just broken down to whatever is important. So whatever fluff words they throw in a guide, not there, because it's not relevant. Now, I know that exist guides out there that specifically detail what card each tamer has. So for example, there is a guide that says, oh, by the way, the Delete Matrix guy, on round 1 he gets Ogremon, Charmanumon with a fire cannon. Round 2 he gets Delete Matrix with Gargamel Chindramon, blah blah blah. Like, those guides exist, but I haven't gotten around to get to them because, it's a lot of information to process because there's a lot of card players in this game. And also, you only need to fight these guys once, so it's not really a problem. Oh, by the way, this is not where the Black Agumon is. This is... Ah, I already collected. Wait. Well, I read my guide wrong again. I thought this dead end was where the Thundership was, but nope. It's on another corner that comes up later. Alright, so I think I need to go to hyperspeed again. Sorry about this. Sorry about this chat, in case you know, if you don't enjoy seeing hyperspeed, but I have to because it's a long circuit board again. Yeah, don't want you to spend like 20 minutes just going through the circuit board just because I gotta keep running into Goldmon and Trojans. Rather just hyperspeed the game so that I can get to point A to point B faster. You stupid Goemon. Force me to press A button once more than I have to. Oh, sorry, X button. It's a PlayStation game. I keep saying A button because I played too much Pokemon recently and Fire Emblem. That's why I'm saying A button. Anywho, now that I'm back to playing Digimon World 3, I should be able to go back to the habit of saying X button instead of saying A button. Right, it's easy to happen when you play a game with different controls. Ah, up here, or no, not here. There you are, Black Agumon. You stupid Remotemon. I was just gonna talk to the Black Agumon and challenge him to a card duel. And then you came along and ruined it. There we go, turning on the sound from chat. There we go. Miserable folder. Let's try blue-red. Because that's been my instinct to try blue-red because that's the most freeze bugs. Dude, seriously? I didn't get a single card. All it goes program cards? What the heck? You just need to literally have any one Digimon card and he wins this round. What the heck? You can pull up whatever fancy cards you get. You win this round. I forgot to read what it does. Yeah. Pick 3 cards from opponent's deck to trash can. Oh, I hate that. I hate that a lot. And he has a freeze bug, of course. Uh-huh. 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 Sure. You gotta do it again, huh? Mm-hmm. 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 I mean, you can somehow summon another Misery Gate to use right off the bat. Ah, dear God, this is annoying. What the hell? Man, that's miserable. No, 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 no. I will nuke this Deramon. I need to take out my anger or something, and this Deramon deserves it. Because you, Mr. Fancy Pants, gets to keep all your freaking freeze bugs while I lose all my freeze bugs. I have one singular freeze bug in my entire deck. And I'm gonna put it in my hand. So that he can't misery gate my only freeze bug. No, I'm keeping this. I freaking knew you were going to misery gate. I freaking knew it. Man, this stupid AI is obnoxious. What's the point of doing charge terminal? I know exactly what you're gonna do. Don't try to pretend here. You picked up the misery gate. No? Cool. Win this round. On to round 3. Oh, cool, I got the freeze bug. That's nice. What do I have in my deck that I want? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Alright, I think I will summon the fire cannon. So that I can try to bait freeze bug? Yeah, do what you want. I'm trying to bait your freeze bug, man. Come on, now let him boost. And then I freeze bug. No combo for you. Why? This is the final round. Your points does not matter, AI. Oh, I managed to win this first try. That's good. Yeah, now it's my misery gate, and I will put it in my deck. Yes, that's a good card, misery gate. Just be able to choose 3 cards to take away from the AI. Mm. Let's take away one of the power super metals for it. Misery gate. There we go. Nah, this one is cool. Yeah, so it's this one. Alright, now to go into hyperspeed again. Because I have about 30-ish minutes left of stream. Give or take. And I do want to, in those 30 minutes, get to this anti-power. I'm gonna do that. And also pick up this thunder chip that's in here. Right, Remojimon. And there we go. Thunder chip. Sorry, chip. Because ship is something else. Thank you, Goemon, for not using double guard. I can go this way, because there's another exit to this hole, other than Boot Mountain. And that is to lead out in to Amaterasu's north again. Yeah, it goes from Amaterasu north to Amaterasu north. I know, silly. But that's the type of hole that is. This is. So many pink purple runes. And there's exit. No, exit. Freeze Mountain. Well, let's go to Shangwu City quickly and heal. What's up with Twitch and disconnecting tap so often? There we go. Hello, Lightmon. Prepare to be slashed. I do not care about your pipe balls. Ooh, there we go. I just now learned the best technique in the game. Impact Rush. And this is the hole that can go to Asuka from Amaterasu. So you can just go down. And I believe you just go the other way. Look, Remojima, I'm not gonna fight you. This should lead me up in Asuka's. That's what all these North emotion. I'll say yes. Yep, there we go. Pretty easy hole to go through. Now, I want to be in Root Mountain, southeast by scattered planks. This one? Let's- I think it might be this hole. Let's find out. I mean, that's promising. Well, if we find a Gilmon, this is the correct one. Yep, this is the correct one. You go. Up. Yeah, you go upwards. Again. And anti-power should be here. Yep. Give you guys a sound again. There we go. Energy revolution. Now I'm pretty sure I remember exactly what anti-power does, so I know exactly what I'm gonna do. This That's why I started out with my brown deck instead of my usual. This is where he draws it next turn. And I have so much power. No, my black Mega Gargamon, how dare you! No, not a Devimon. I'm so stronger, but how dare you? Now he had a freeze bug in his hand, in other words. Blue one. Mwahaha. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Alright, let's give myself some random cards. What's that? I know exactly how I'm gonna use this. Black or gray one. And so it's very rude of him to get rid of it without asking. Keep drawing your cards, man. There we go. Anti-power. It reduces everyone's of these to 0. I had the same idea to use this after the fact. You can't do it again, the anti-power. See, because you have your own hand where you do that. No, Black Raymond. Okay, cool. That was easy. Yes, give me anti-power. Now I'm gonna go towards the hole that will have Creepymon. Yes, leaving this tunnel first. Don't ask me why I walked around when I wanted to go to the down path. Don't ask. Guess I just felt like being silly and walk around in a circle. I guess. Sometimes I go to hard autopilot when I walk around in this game. Alright, so the hole I want is Snow Mountain up the ramp. Alright, this is Freeze Mountains. Don't want to be here. Sorry, Digimon, don't want to fight you right now. Because we are white buddies. Or well, white colored Digimon buddies. I mean, you're white as snow, and I am, well, Polymode is white because of holy powers, but he can also be seen as white as snow. Let's see, we both are Snow White. We both have white as snow.